Hello everyone and welcome back to LewisFiction and another episode of Venom Lethal Protected. This is part 3 of 3. If you have not seen the first 2 parts, then make sure to go watch them before you watch this. And alternatively, if you haven't watched my Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3 and 4 fanfictions before you watch this, make sure to go watch them. I'll leave a link to Season 3 in the description down below, where you can watch that on the channel. With that out of the way, let's get straight in to part 3. So obviously, at the end of part 2, we had Eddie Brock as Venom defeating the second wave of mechanical robots, which we learned are now from Orwell Tech. But what does Orwell Tech want with Venom? That is what Eddie Brock is going to have to find out in this conclusive part. However, the leaders and the higher-ups of the underground society are absolutely furious at Eddie Brock. As far as they're concerned, Eddie and Venom brought this fight to their homes and have destroyed them, essentially. So the leaders of the underground society banish Eddie from it completely. And where Eddie thought he found solace, found a second chance, and also found where he fit into society, he is now back to the drawing board and back to square one. This will be Eddie's lowest point in the series. Not only can he not find a job, he also can't find anywhere to stay. And even the rejects of San Francisco, the homeless population, and the refugee population of the underground societies are also rejecting Eddie Brock. This will be the lowest point in his life. This will be the lowest he has ever felt. And the only thing he has left is to find out what Orwell Tech and those mechanical robots want with Venom in the first place. This enrages Venom, the symbiote also still fueling his emotions, even though he has become much more in control of it in recent months. And with that, Eddie leaves the camp, back out into the world that never wanted him in the first place. But there is one character that feels so bad for Eddie, and after spending so much time with him, kind of feels sorrow, and that is Anne Weying. Anne follows Eddie, deciding that she found someone that she can really relate to, someone that she really sees herself in. Therefore, Anne will follow Eddie, but Eddie doesn't want her to. Eddie will say that he's a screw-up. He has nowhere to go, no one to love, no friends, no family, nothing whatsoever. He has lost absolutely everything, and the only thing he has left is Venom, the thing that destroyed his life in the first place. Anne will tell him that's not true. He has her. She will go with him. Eddie feels slightly touched. But as they reach the surface, another group of mechanical robots are sat there waiting for Venom on the exit. Venom suits up and goes after them straight away. However, there is more of them this time. Venom can't hold all of them off. Studying their chemistry in their relationship, one of the robots spots Anne as a weakness for Eddie, and they take her and flee. This enrages Eddie. Eddie roars as Venom, going after them, but they escape. Eddie has so many questions. First, what do they want with Venom? And why have they took Anne? This next portion of the episode will be Eddie traveling over to the main headquarters for Orwell Tech, which will reside in the center of San Francisco. Eddie will arrive on the scene, and just in classic Venom fashion, will not be stealthy whatsoever, and will crash straight through the main window into the hall. Venom will roar, and will angrily request to see the CEO immediately. A few security bots try to fight Venom on his way in, but Venom rips and tears through them all. And then a voice comes over the megaphones in the hallway and says to meet Tyler Orwell on the top floor. Venom races to the top floor, bashing his way through the floors to get there. As he reaches it, behind a force field that he can't get through is the man himself, Tyler Orwell. And tied up next to him is Anne Weying. Venom ragefully asks, "Why did you take Anne?" And he says that he saw a weak point in him. He's been studying Venom for the longest time, but since he dispersed of 2 fleets of mechanical robots, he needed a way to get his attention somehow. And Venom asks why. And Tyler will reveal that Venom killed his son. Venom will be perplexed, and Tyler will run him through the scenario. Ever since Venom became the lethal protector of San Francisco, his methods have been a little unorthodox to say the least. Although he may bring justice, he does it in the least humane way, killing the perpetrators as we displayed in the first episode. Tyler will explain that his son was one of those perpetrators. We will get a little bit of backstory for Tyler's son. Tyler's son didn't have a good upbringing, and Tyler will admit as a father he wasn't there for him when he should have been. And because of that, he got in with the wrong crowd. He did the wrong things, took the wrong path, which led to crime. And then when Venom came to San Francisco, it was too late. Tyler found his son dead, with Venom leaving the scene of the crime. And since then, Tyler has wanted revenge. He wants to kill Venom. But first, he wants to study him, what makes him so powerful, And how can Tyler implement that power into his own technology? Tyler will say, "Hand yourself over, or Anne will die." Eddie Brock concedes. He collapses to the floor and lets Anne go. Tyler walks over to him, putting special handcuffs on Venom that don't allow the symbiote to activate in full power. This next portion of the episode, Tyler will take Eddie to a containment center for him and Venom to be studied upon. Anne is let go and is told to run along. However, Anne wants to save Eddie just as Eddie saved her. She goes back into the building trying to find a way to get Eddie to escape. This portion of the episode, we will follow Anne as Eddie is being tested on rigorously. We see that from both the perspective of Anne and Eddie, that Eddie doesn't have much time left. Anne is rigorously trying to get to him, rushing before he dies. Anne will use her knowledge of the building, as she once worked there before, to try and get around and sneak in and out of places that could get her to Eddie quicker. Anne will find where Eddie is being held, and she will help him escape. Once Eddie escapes, he transforms back into Venom instantly and grabs Tyler by the throat. Tyler tries to escape, but he can't. Venom says he will kill him just as he killed his son, as the rageful nature of the symbiote comes out. But Anne shouts to stop. He says, "Don't kill him. No one else needs to die. Venom can be a hero, but he doesn't have to be a hero like this." Venom thinks back to all the people that have died and have suffered because of him in his battles with Spider-Man, even at the underground camp. Venom might now be a hero, but at what cost? Anne talks him out of it, saying that there is a fate worse than death. If Tyler is trialed correctly, he'll get put in prison, saving millions and millions of people, unmonopolizing San Francisco. Eddie realizes this is the best choice and puts him down. Tyler Orwell is charged with kidnap and attempted murder and goes to jail for the rest of his life. Venom is still wanted by the police, but hides out in the shadows. We get one final scene with Anne. After everything, Eddie couldn't find his place in society, but he found his purpose somewhere, and that is with Anne. And their narratives parallel, as Anne feels exactly the same way. And with that, we conclude our main story. However, we're not done yet. I just wanted to throw in one scene at the end here, maybe as a little stinger for something maybe to come in the future, but more so fan service than anything. We will get a scene where Gwen lands in San Francisco. We know that she's going to college here after moving away from New York. And since New York, Gwen will have her first interaction with Eddie Brock as he stops by to say hi, and basically that he has turned a new leaf and that he's a good person now. Even though very hesitant at first, Gwen will warm up to him, and we get the impression that they will go on to become very, very good friends. Ending it on a bittersweet note, knowing that Eddie and Gwen are doing completely fine after moving away from New York. And the mainline Spectacular Spider-Man series. That is it for Venom Lethal Protector. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy this series, make sure to hit a like on it. Also, tell me in the comment section down below what you thought about Venom Lethal Protector. Remember, next week is going to be the Venom Lethal Protector movie. Or if you are watching the movie version right now, then the week after is going to be the summer break movie, which takes place in between seasons 4 and 5. And you're not going to want to miss that because there are some crucial story details happening in that film, which will connect to Spectacular Spider-Man Season 5. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.